So guys, this is incredibly ironic, okay? Because in all the recent videos that I did, I kind of always said that I'm speculating that most probably this is not going to be the last story that we hear coming out of Rooster Teeth. And here we are, a few hours later, okay? I was already about to shut down when this popped up on the Funhaus subreddit. Another story, and this time it's regarding Adam Kovic. I don't know if you remember the story of Ryan Haywood and Adam Kovic. I'll link down in the description, okay, like the full breakdown. I did a full breakdown of the story at the time, so I'm not going to repeat what exactly happened and what Adam Kovic did. But we're getting another person who's Misty Dawn now to speak out about her experience with Adam Kovic during the time of Machinima. And it is crazy, okay? It doesn't end. The bad news for Rooster Teeth just doesn't end, okay? And before you say, well, it's probably all made up or whatever, we actually get Elyse Willems replying down here 24 minutes ago in the comments saying, we support Misty. Her account of what happened, I'm not going to read certain words, right? You got to read them yourself, aligns with what we learned about Adam. We're grateful to the subreddit for giving her a platform to see the people here supporting her and for Misty to speak out. For clarification, because it's coming up in many of the follow-up questions, what and when we knew is different for certain members of our team, but the oldest incident any of us were aware of is the one referenced by Autumn. Okay, we're going to get to that in a second, which one that is. None of us worked to protect him. Okay, so Elyse Willems confirming that what we are about to read is authentic, is real, and obviously we don't know all the details. Okay, I'm not saying everything this person claims is 100% real and authentic. Okay, obviously I wasn't there. We all can only rely on this report, but I think that lends a little bit more credibility to it. So again, this is happening 3 hours ago on the Funhaus subreddit, and it reads the following. Funhausers, we're interrupting our No Adam threads rule today by posting this to raise awareness about an issue that we learned about yesterday. This deserves to be heard. A concerned user privately alerted the mods about a comment from Misty Dawn, a former director/partner/livestream host at Machinima, in which she mentions inappropriate behavior by Adam Kovic. We reached out to Misty to see if she was comfortable with this being amplified on the Funhouse subreddit and to offer her a chance to control how that was done. Misty has provided some commentary for us, which we are sharing via auto moderator to try to limit her inbox getting bombed and to make clear nobody's trying to farm karma of her existence. Misty's comments are below, and this is where the actual quote from Misty starts. She's saying, awesome, thank you. Here's the story altogether to share. Last update. I was signed to Machinima in 2011-2012. I was contacted online and asked to come into the West Hollywood office for a meeting about becoming a director/partner with my YouTube channel. I ended up voicing Nina in Sanity Not Included, hosted various other streams, convention coverage, and interviews. Kovic was in that first meeting. I met everyone, which was about 6 people. Machinima was quite new at the time. They seemed nice. Adam was flirty and I thought he was cute. I had no idea he was in a relationship. I was 23 to 24 at the time, and he started email me about coming to First Fridays, which was a drinking meet and greet for everyone at Machinima. I came most Fridays and he would come to my car and we would make out, which led to more. I was not an in-office employee. I was talent and had a different contract, so typical work relationship issues weren't as visible. Then I'm in the Inside Gaming Awards and I find out not only that he's not single, he has been with someone for years. I decided to cut him off. I knew plenty of others in the office, so I still came in when booked to host or etc. One PAX in Boston, Adam showed up at my hotel room begging for attention. I refused. This was about 2 years after I stopped speaking to him. As recent as 2018, he followed me around E3, party to party. Jesus, man, how cringy, right? Like, come on, man, you're Adam Kovic. You can have a lot of girls, right? Like, people love you. Like, he came across as such a lovable guy. I'm not gonna lie, okay? He was one of my favorite personalities of Machinima and later with Funhaus. He was likable. Why do you do this to yourself? Why do you chase after this particular girl so much from party to party? At the 3 Black Dot party, I had just had it. I stood in the corner of the outside area with my friends to hope he wouldn't get a point. One, a former female Machinima employee as well, we'll call her Jane. Her boyfriend ended up yelling at Adam to leave me alone. He responded with, "So you did mean to unfollow me." He then emailed me through his Rooster Teeth email trying to book me for makeup work over and over. I eventually told my now husband the whole story. E3, the years of it. He emailed Adam to his Rooster Teeth email to leave me alone. I'll keep names different as it's their choice to be in public. One of my best friends, Becky, was a writer for Machinima before she moved on to IGN. She had many issues with Adam and he was turned into H&R at Machinima. Nothing was ever done. He was reported more than once. Then the mass exodus of Inside Gaming happened. After 6 months into that, I had a few friends leaving that were in off-camera work departments for Rooster Teeth that were Machinima alumni as well. I became closer with a couple of the sales team members at Rooster Teeth. I told, and we'll call him Greg, a senior level manager about Adam, many times about Adam's behavior and to watch out. After that, a former co-worker, we call her Abby, from a different office started at Rooster Teeth mid-2020. I warned her about Adam and she said a few others in the office did that as well. Okay, so this is like crazy, right? You start your new job, you're going into this department and everyone's like, "Hey guy, sorry, just to let you know, like you gotta watch out for that guy," okay? Like not just one person, several people warned her about Adam. Like, that's not a good thing, okay? That's pretty messed up. Because the truth is, so far, the Adam Kovic story was pretty messed up, right? Like, he filmed himself and his wife doing things, and then he published it, and he kind of exposed himself in the office and shared photos, and they were kind of publicized on the Google Drive and all this kind of stuff. But when compared to the Ryan Haywood story, like, it seemed marginal, okay? It wasn't that bad. Now this adds another layer to it, right? Like this exposes him much more of like a predator towards many girls, right? If so many girls warn other girls that move into offices, Jesus, not good. I personally told Greg again, coming to him in the sense that it would be an expensive PR mistake to keep letting Adam slide. Abby also expressed concerns to her new boss, not only about his behavior, but that his voice over in videos was vulgar and not appropriate for the platform. We all know how people talk in live gaming, but it's a different thing when you're trying to sell ads and make it profitable. And what a red flag that was, right? Like an expensive PR mistake. That's what it turned out to be, right? It was a huge PR disaster for Rooster Teeth, the whole Kovic and Ryan Haywood story. But they apparently, believing this, they let it slide, right? It's again this kind of story where they like, oh, you know, we got these beloved personalities. We've run the focus groups, right? And people love Adam Kovic. They love him. So why would we do anything about it? He's a very, very popular personality. Well, you paid a high price for that, okay? It's more important to listen to these kind of allegations and investigate them rather than overlook them just because that person seems to be a beloved personality. His boss was informed that his content had some issues and of the rumors. Greg did nothing. 6 months later, the infamous Google Drive was released. Instead of preparing, they just milked profits from Adam's content and then acted shocked about something everyone already knew. This behavior isn't new, it's just in the public now. We are no longer turning a blind eye on this. The gaming industry mentality in the 2010s really sucked my love out of gaming. These behaviors from many was not only known, but willingly looked over time and time again. And down here, one of the mods actually posted in the comments, "Hello, we have had confirmation that this is the same person that Autumn Farrell was referring to on her previous Twitter thread regarding working with Rooster Teeth. The statement from Autumn is below." I posted on Twitter, so this is the quote from Autumn, right? It's Bruce Greene's girlfriend, wife, I don't know if they're married, but yeah, you know who it is. I posted on Twitter a few days ago about having reported an issue to Rooster Teeth's upper management and HR. I will not be divulging in any more details, but I do want to confirm that the individual who was reported was Adam Kovic for issues similar to the ones Misty brought up. The specific issue I mentioned was reported over a year before the photos and videos leaked, which no one was aware of until that day. So like I said, this adds a whole new layer to the Adam Kovic story, because I'm not gonna lie, he was such a likable guy for me, and his story was messy. Okay, it wasn't nice and he did messed up stuff, but it wasn't on the level of what Ryan Haywood did. So I was more forgiving, right? And at some point he started a new channel as well where he talked about his writing, like he's apparently writing a book now or something like that, and he presented it in this video. And I was like, all right, man, you're moving on. He talked about how he's in therapy and he's trying to better himself, and I kind of still am on board with it, but this stuff is disgusting. Okay, it's really messed up. It paints a picture of a guy who's just uncontrollably horny, okay, and who chases after girls to a level that is not just uncomfortable, but highly inappropriate, okay? And if girls say like, bro, leave me alone, you gotta leave that girl alone, and don't make a fool of yourself by like chasing her from party to party and showing up at her like hotel room and doing all these kinds of cringy things. I mean, come on, man, have some freaking dignity. So here we go again, okay? There's the next story. It doesn't end, guys. It doesn't end. Leave your thoughts on this down in the comment section below. Do you think it's authentic? Are you questioning Misty's report? I'm curious to hear your thoughts. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves. I'm out. Bye.